Good morning, everybody. It is September 23rd, 2025. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know I missed the spot under my nose when I was shaving this morning. Yesterday, we had a number of announcements from President Trump and Health and Human Services Secretary RFK Jr. How do I put this? They said a variety of things that were factually false. I am not a medical professional. I'm not offering medical advice. If you have medical questions, please go talk to your doctor. If for some reason you're not sure if your doctor is giving you good advice, go talk to a second doctor, get a second opinion. If you're still not sure, go talk to a third doctor, get a third opinion. You have every right in the world to ask questions and get second and third opinions. Now, on to some factual misstatements that were made yesterday. First one, Amish don't have autism. Totally false. University of Miami did a genomic study in 2010. Yes, the Amish absolutely have autism. The Amish, by and large, avoid modern medicine and modern schooling, and so as a result, most of the detection methods and screening that is put in place, they also avoid that as part of that. This generally results in much lower diagnosed rates of autism, but when they have done studies of it and actually gone in and tested, yes, they find there's plenty of autism in the Amish community. So if you are thinking the Amish don't have autism, yes, they do. Look up the studies. Don't believe me. Fact check everything I say. Second one, no autism in Cuba. Yes, there is. In fact, there are 9 specialty schools in Cuba that specialize in assisting students who have autism. A 10th school in Cuba's first fully dedicated school to autism was set to open this August in Guantanamo. I don't know if it actually opened or not because their power grid collapsed because it's communists ruin everything. But yes, the Cuban government has set up at least 10 schools dedicated to treating students with autism. And by the way, have been trying to put together pilot programs to figure out how to do nationwide testing because so many kids in rural areas and small towns are simply never getting tested. The Cuban government themselves realize that they are under testing and thus under diagnosing and under detecting for autism in children, and they are trying to improve on that front. And I cannot believe I'm having to defend a communist government because of this silliness, but here I am. Okay, third one, Tylenol causes autism. No, it does not. There have been a variety of studies. Most studies have found no link at all. The largest study ever did, when they examined 2.5 million children, found a very weak, very minimal correlation between Tylenol use by the mother in utero, where the child was in utero, and autism. They then controlled for siblings, and the little bit of correlation they found disappeared entirely. Now, when they did find a little bit of correlation, there was nothing to suggest it was causal. There's a difference between cause and correlation. And when they did the sibling control, that little bit of correlation they did find disappeared completely. There is some very minimal medical evidence that there is a link between Tylenol and autism. There is an absolute truckload of evidence that there is no link. By the way, for attorneys, we are very used to the idea that there is evidence both for and against things, and so we have to weigh the balance of evidence. And I will tell you, in my opinion, the balance of evidence is overwhelmingly against the idea that Tylenol causes autism. There is nothing else safe for pregnant women to use as a fever reducer. If you are pregnant and you have a fever, please use Tylenol. Do not use anything else. All right, next one, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B vaccines should not be given to babies because it is only transferred sexually. False. Reason why is hepatitis B can be transferred from mother to child. There are other ways you can get it, cuts and things like that, needle sharing, stuff like that. Those are relatively rare, but they do happen. But the reason they give it to infants is to prevent transfer from the mother. If you give an infant a hepatitis B vaccine within 12 hours of birth, it has 95% effectiveness at preventing transmission. So yes, there actually is a good reason to give babies a hepatitis B vaccine. It is a medically established fact. This is not stuff that is being made up. I will say this on a personal note. In my opinion, RFK took off his shirt. He had big muscles. He said tough guy stuff on podcasts. MAGA ate it up. He's a lunatic. He really is. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm saying he's crazy. And I mean that. He is mentally unstable. My advice would be, if you have questions, if you're worried about you're pregnant or you're trying to get pregnant, you're worried about autism in your child, you want to know what you can do to prevent it, talk to your doctor. Again, if you don't trust your doctor, get a different doctor, go get a second opinion, get a third opinion if you need to. But take medical advice from medical professionals, from people who actually work with patients all day, every day. By the way, the whole thing about, oh, you never see adults with autism. Yes, you do. I will tell you, I've done several cases with grown adults, including ones who were older than me, who were autistic. Yes, there are autistic adults, some cases very autistic. You may remember the Michael Burry character from the movie The Big Short, or the book, if you read that. Excellent book, by the way. It was the character that Christian Bale played in the movie. He's autistic. He's a grown man with autism. There is a spectrum of autism. It can have different results. It can have what am I trying? Symptoms, and the severity of the symptoms can vary widely depending on what you have. RFK talked about, you never see a 70-year-old who can't walk, is in toilet trade. I don't know if that's true or not. I would assume that that's not true. I'm not really sure. But here's the thing. At a certain point, if you are disabled enough, your lifespan becomes radically shortened and you tend to not live very long. You don't make it terribly far into adulthood. Now, I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm just speculating here, but I would just throw that out there. The point of this, though, is please, please, please take your medical advice from medical professionals. Ask questions. By all means, voice your concerns. Say what you're worried about. Find out what the doctors have to say. Please don't listen to Reddit. Heck, don't listen to me. Listen to people who actually know what they're doing, who have training, and above all, who have experience, who have worked directly with patients, and have done so for many, many years. Those are the people who are going to know far better than RFK and far better than me what is safe and what isn't. So please talk to your doctor. And again, if you don't trust your doctor, go get another opinion from another doctor. All right, thank you.